Hello, I thought we'd take a look inside my piano today. My very first piano teacher started my lesson by looking inside to see how it would work. And who's not curious about how something works, especially a piano? Let's take a look inside. Let's get a bit closer. Okay, here we are inside my piano. Let's just have a little look across from right now and going down to the left. Notice that the strings change. These strings down here are quite thick. They've got a copper coil around them. These are also our lowest strings. If you have a listen, they're quite low. I'll play them on the piano here. Can you hear that? Nice loud sound. Then we move over to the middle of my piano and we'll get a middle sound. And of course the strings are getting shorter. I don't know if you can really notice that from this angle, but they're getting shorter as you're going up here. And that means that the sound is going to get higher. Till the very, very top. There you go. These are all played with these parts hitting them. When you press on the key, those little things move forward. These are called hammers. Let me show you. Can you see that? Oh, there's a good angle. So that's pressing there and hitting the string. Now, if you're very clever, you can have a look at the other little part of the piano here. See if you notice what happens there. You see it lifting off? These here are called dampers. Once they hit the string again, once they touch the string, they stop the sound. So as long as I press my finger down on the note, that sound will continue. When I take my finger off the key, it stops the sound, and that's called a damper. That's important to notice. Okay, what else have we got going on in here? Here's the mechanism in the middle. I don't know the names of these parts, but you can see they are acting as a little lever to push the hammer forward. Oh, that was too low to catch. There you go. Cool. All right. Now, inside, the strings are in groups of threes. Can you see that? That's actually important. I'm going to show you something in a minute that's going to show you how it can play just one string. But most of the time it plays those three strings. They all have to be in tune together. And they are all each individually going up to these little pegs up the top. So when you're looking at a piano, especially a second-hand one, you need to check that your strings are in good condition, that the pegs are in good condition, and also these hammers and felts here. So there you go. Now when we play pedaling, if I push my pedal down that's on the right, it changes something inside. Let's see if you can notice which one moves. Can you see something change? I'll do it again. If you listen carefully, you can hear the sound change. I'm lifting all the dampers off. So what happens when I push the pedal down, lift the dampers off, and then play the sound? The sound's going to continue until my foot now lets go of the pedal and back onto the strings. Did you see that? Shall we try it down lower? Excuse the shadow. Right. Pedal on. Let me get close. Watch me release the pedal. back onto the strings. The dampers went on and stopped the strings vibrating. Right, so the other part of the piano pedal set is a left pedal that does something else to the mechanism inside the piano. Have a look and see if you can spot it. You ready? Did you see something move? Yes, the whole carriage in the front went forward. Now what that's going to do is mean that there's less distance between the pedal and the strings. So you'll have a softer sound and it'll only play one of the strings. It's called una corda. Let me play it without that forward. And then with the left pedal on. I don't know if you heard a difference. Just a little bit softer. Wanting it to have a little bit of a not quite so full sound. So there you go. Let me bring you down here. So the one on the right is the sustain or damper pedal. When you push that one down, it keeps the note going. And the one on the left is the one that pushes it closer and plays it a little bit quieter and plays just one string. The one in the middle on my piano is a special function. This is to play this. I can plug in my headphones so that I can play quietly and nobody else can hear me. This is the digital part of the piano. Not many pianos have this feature. So this is just a special one for mine. It's a really good idea to have your piano tuner come and check your piano regularly. Twice a year is the recommended number of visits he should have, he or she. So what do? One of the things I'll look for is to check that the felt on your hammerhead here is not too compacted. It should be hitting it just at the right softness. They'll also check that the mechanism is working well. Nothing getting stuck here, so that's good. Okay, what else will they do? Well, they're going to tune it. They're going to make sure all of these notes are at the correct pitch. There's a frequency that they need to be vibrating at. Now, there's a little bit of physics in that, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and look some things up. But just for a quick analysis here, what they'll do is check that it's at the right pitch with some kind of measuring tool, and then they'll use something to tighten the strings on these pegs, using these pegs here. I have my piano tuner come regularly. I'm hoping that next time he comes, he'll be willing to answer some questions. So if you've got some specific questions for him, write them down in the comments and I'll ask him for you. There might be some very interesting information that I don't even know because I'm not a piano tuner. Okay, what else can we do to keep our piano in a good shape? Well, keeping the dust out is really important. Making sure you don't have little things falling between the keys. I've had all sorts of little things. Paper clips, little pieces of paper, money. Just make sure that it is clean as much as possible. And when you've finished your piano, close the lid. Okay, if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.